Hello, y'all. It's Bailey plays drums, as obvious. I got a few things to tell you about, and I will get all into what I'm playing in just a moment. But first, I just wanted to say, yes, this is the new Pearl Roadshow in the jazz sizes that I specifically got. It's a very bebop combination, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But let's get to a little bit of actual playing and try and make my editor have to do as little as possible. Let's see what happens. I haven't played on this at all, and this ride is a crash. So let's see what happens. Now that seems to be a problem. It seems as though it came unsnared throughout my playing. I haven't had that happen before, so that's interesting to note. I'm going to take a pause, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on here. Right now we have an 18-inch, that's right, smaller than the 20, 18-inch diameter bass drum, and then we have, it's 12 inches deep. So it's still very, very small, and I'm having quite the time trying to tune it without an outer head. With the resonant head, it sounds much louder, much fatter, punchier, everything really. Maybe punchy's about the same. You have to really slam this thing, and I had to tune it like down to, I don't like to go slack, but I can honestly stand to take this down a little bit more to borderline slack. And I'm still working on the combination of muffling. This tom, 10 by 7 instead of the standard 10 by 8. This tom is a 14, but it's a 14 by 10 rather than a 14 by 14 or a 14 by 12. It did come with the included snare from the pack, which is a 13 by 5, and it came with, now this is where it gets interesting, it came with, well, terrible tuning, and a HD dry, an Evans HD dry, which if you're in the know, that's the one with little holes poked into the sides to help keep it drier. I have 2 moon gels and a couple of window clings on here to make it additionally dry. Each one of these toms has a moon gel, and thank you to the seller for leaving the moon gels on. But here's where you messed up, Joker. Top side has this dry HD, which is wonderful. They put the Evans G2s on top. That's freaking great. But what's on the bottom side? On the bottom side of the snare is the stock Pearl texture-coated batter head. Now, I've even looked online, and I haven't really seen anybody talk about putting a texture-coated head on the bottom. When I got it, it was just tuned completely tight as possible, and the bottom was tuned about as untight as possible. Sorry, the word is loose. So they must have been going for a very fat side snare sound, which is, appropriate for a drum of this type and of this quality. If you have like a main snare, you can throw this off to the side and get that. But what I realized is I don't need to keep searching for snares. I need a big fat snare drum. And I just pop that on, have that, and then go back to that dong dong that I also can have. That's right, I can have a dong. What's your problem? So, thank you very much, and I'm going to continue to play on this freaking bebop kit that, I'm excited to hear what this sounds like on tape, I'm not gonna lie. I really want to hear what this kit sounds like. We gotta do what we gotta do. I bought this thing to throw it around, play gigs. It's very small. If you can't tell, I'm a very small girl, and this is a very, very small kit. Although it's not weird to me, I bet this could be a little short for a lot of people who would have the tom. Anyway, when you're barely 5'4", the low height is kind of nice, and if I wanted, I could feel confident that I could fit more toms easily because of the small space of this 18. I'm not going to say I like the 18 more than the 20 yet. I feel like the kick drum sound out of a 20 and the feel out of a 20 is more natural than the 18, but the 18's new to me, so we'll see what happens. And back to the part where I said I will play. Oh, God, I fear the judgment of the editor. That time, at least, was on purpose. I'm a little concerned about how loud the hi-hats are in relation to that kick drum. I'm not gonna lie. With all that ring, they really kind of took over. I'm gonna lower this so it's a little bit more controlled, but I mean, you're losing out on all that open. Anyway, whatever, don't complain, play. Oh, that opened me up. I'm done.